What we're gonna do is close up this end wall over here. It's getting cold, and I've been meaning to do this for a while. I had other plans for the end wall, but as it turns out, I'm not gonna do those plans. That's just how it works sometimes. So I was gonna use it, you know, that big opening to roll up and roll down, but instead of doing that, I am going to be closing that big opening up, and I'm gonna be putting a door in there because I'm gonna get more heat inside of the greenhouse that way. All right, got that up there. Not without putting it on upside down first. Adjusted it and it's in. So the next thing we're gonna do is I have to obviously close off this big gap, because I'm gonna measure the distance between these posts, and then once I do that, I'll replicate another one. I'll put one right here, and then do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll just do one right in the center, and then do some support braces across. I think that's what I'll do. But first I gotta measure out where these 2x4s are gonna go in the ground, and then once I know, I can dig some holes. I'm not gonna cement these in. I'm actually gonna use a rock crusher or a tamp, just a real small tamp, and I'm gonna tamp the soil that I take out along with some gravel back in the hole. And I mean, these things are secured in the ground with these 4 spots, and honestly, these posts really hold the structure together, so these end walls aren't a huge deal when it comes to getting them, driving them into the ground. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dig out a couple holes, and then I'm gonna go get my lumber and knock these things in. Let's start measuring, and then we'll dig. Those holes are dug. 1, 2, 3. It's starting to rain here a little bit. It's drizzling. You can always tell when it's raining in a greenhouse because it is very loud. It's just drizzling a little bit. Now what I have to do is go ahead and go to the store. I'm gonna get the lumber. Yeah, there you go. Now you can hear it. The rain's letting loose on us. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get on this. We'll see. I'll go ahead and get the lumber and see if it slows down at all before I get back. So let's go ahead and get this lumber. Ginger, what are you doing? Hawking up a hairball? Sorry, girl. All right, got the framing done. Pretty basic stuff here. Nothing complicated about this. I did do a couple things for integrity's sake. After I pounded these in the ground, I was just feeling them. I'm like, wow, it's kind of wobbly still. And so what I did was, when I created these supports right here, I staggered them. Chose to do the middle here on this side, and on that side, so that you kind of get more of a structural support for the end wall. Really, all these are there for is so that when I lower the plastic down, I have something to attach to. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna unroll this plastic and see how it lays out on what I have so far. I didn't do any supports at the bottom yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do down here. I could always come back later, and if I wanted to. We actually did them here, and down there on that side. But for now, I'm not gonna do that. So let's go ahead and unroll this plastic. Lays out pretty well on the frame of things. This side though is a little bit tight. We're right there. I mean, we're right there on the edge, so really gonna have to pull on this side to get enough bat tape to secure that down. But as we come down, we'll pull it all flat and everything. Let's go ahead and get the staple gun. I need the air hose out here with the compressor so that I can lay the bats on or lay the bat tape on and get this thing stapled down. All done for today. I got Isaiah out here. He was super helpful, and that's the only way I was able to get this done. So it's kind of wrinkly, doesn't match the rest of the greenhouse so far as how flat and smooth the rest of the greenhouse is, but the plastic had been sitting up there for so long, it just got harder, and it's kind of cold outside. We put this on in the summer, so you know, it's whatever. It's a greenhouse. But this is the inside. I'm satisfied the way it turned out. You would think it's like nighttime out here, but it's extremely foggy. Can't believe how foggy it is out here. Let's see if you can see all this fog. Look at this. And here is the finished result. There was a storm coming through that was pushing over 40 mile per hour wind gusts. So we had to get this thing done. Well, we didn't get it all the way done. I got it to the point where I felt like it was gonna be okay with wind gusts coming through. Well, that wasn't the case. Last night was crazy, and the bottom ripped up down here because I didn't have these areas finished. I kind of just left the bottom hanging, which was a bad idea. I got to fix that one end over there and then knock all of the rest of these in, and then it'll be totally done. But the bulk of the job is done. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the staple gun and finish up the rest of this stuff. All right, that is totally done. It wasn't too bad. Looks okay. So now what I can do for the rest of the season, I'm gonna put a door right here. I can use this space as kind of like prep area for the next season. We are gonna grow in this greenhouse next season. So I do have to have all of this equipment out, of which I have to have a place to put it. So we're gonna be working on that this winter too. But for now, I can use this area as kind of like a little bit of a workspace until we start putting the final touches inside of here to be able to plant. So we're gonna be thinking about that. We're gonna be thinking about what we're gonna be doing next season. We have a lot of research and planning to do. I think the biggest thing is for the greenhouse, I know that I need a big door back here. I didn't need one up here. It was just unnecessary to have two big doors. So that's why I went ahead and made the decision to close off that end to be able to kind of get some heat in here and whatever else I need to do in here. I'm gonna get a little propane heater and put it in here. The next thing I'll do in the greenhouse is I'm gonna be closing off the door like I said, and then on this end, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Here, the ideal scenario is that I end up putting a drop down door right here. That's why we rolled the plastic up. All right guys, that is it for this video. Remember, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. If you have comments, leave them in the comment section down below. and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you get future updates of what we're going to be doing here on the homestead. But thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.